Hello, MonstersAbound here, and welcome back to Total War, Warhammer 2, Mortal Empires, and part 6 of my Fay Enchantress Campaign, where we've been attacked by some greenskins, that's right. And our army's still a little bit battered even? Well, both really, battled and battered from the attack on Mousillon, the victory at Mousillon I should say. So this battle, while it should be a victory, we need to be a little bit careful because some units are pretty close to destruction. If we have a look over here, I mean, the Fay Enchantress has taken quite a beating. Our Battle Pilgrims looking quite a little bit rough over there as well, and of course the Royal Pegasus Knights. I mean, we've only got 7 of them out of 16, so and they are very fragile, a very fragile unit. You can lose them so easily. And poor old Tim, or Cassian de Paravon, as it says on his name tag there, but it's Tim. We know it's Tim. Tim has only got 648 health left, so we're going to need to be careful with him as well. You know, Tim's army's moving on as well, but I don't really care about them. Fuck that. They're a distraction, effectively. They're just a distraction to draw some of the greenskins away from our main force. Now, I'm not very sure about the trebuchet. The trebuchet is not doing as much damage. It's quite slow firing, isn't it? That's what I find. I find the trebuchet is very, very slow firing. Oh well. Grail Guardians moving on our right flank. They're just trying to get a good charge on some of these units. We're going to move them around to see if we can get around behind those units. Some units are going to peel off towards them though, but that does mean we can concentrate our archer fire on them. Now these Orc Biggins, quite a nasty unit to deal with, but no shields. They do have quite a lot of armour, but not as armoured as some units, so they are going to take quite a lot of damage from our archers as they try and chase after our Grail Knights. And our Grail Knights, of course, can just play keep away from them. So we're going to do that. Tim and the Pegasus Knights just sticking back, just in case there's any archers nearby. There are a unit of archers down here. Orc Arrow Boys, nothing too bad, though. Louis is engaging the Orc War Boss and just ran over him. He just got roadkill. Nasty. And these Orc Biggins about to receive a charge from the Grail Knights. Now, Orc Biggins are anti-large, but they don't have charge resistance. So a very nasty charge there, and they are just going to start, morale dropping very, very quickly. In come the Pegasus Knights as well. A very nasty rear charge there. Along with Tim coming in, those Orc Biggins break and run. They are some nasty skulkers here. They're not going to stick around for too much longer though. The Knights Errant have engaged some Night Goblin archers, but we're also going to get charged by some Orc Biggins. We're going to get out of that because those Orc Biggins will chew us up pretty quickly. Our infantry is, well, it's Bretonnian infantry. It's doing Bretonnian infantry things, which is mostly just dying. The Tim's army is, despite the fact I'm not paying any attention to it, not doing too badly actually. It's managed to see off a few units. It's managed to keep some units away from us. So you know what? Good work, guys. And the Knights Errant. See, I'm a bit annoyed by this because every time I send a Knight unit against a enemy missile unit, it starts to run away, and then my Knights just sort of walk into it. Now, the AI will always be able to charge a unit running away from it. Always. Never has a problem with it. Me, can't seem to manage it. Just, I will grumble about that until the day I die. That is my hill. That is what I'm going to die on. My Grail Guardians already racked up almost 80 kills. Good work, guys. We're going to go and chase down some enemy units. A unit of Night Goblins got in our way. That was a bad idea for them because they're now roadkill. Ow. Not a good choice, guys. Probably wouldn't have done that if I were you. We still have a unit of Orc Biggins hacking away at a unit of Men-at-Arms. And unsurprisingly, the Men-at-Arms are losing their arms in some cases, and heads, and legs. Basically, they're just not having a good time. Thankfully, the Pegasus Knights have arrived, and there we go. Lovely little rear charge there. It's going to start doing a lot of damage to these Orc Biggins. Look at their health drop. Pretty good. And with that nasty rear charge, that morale is going to start dropping. And the rest of the army is not looking very happy anyway. The Orc War Boss has murdered his way through quite a few peasants, but he's getting tired now. You know, you can only kill so many Bretonnian peasants before your arms get tired, isn't it? That's always the problem. Bretonnian peasants are also Moorish, aren't they? But there we go. Tim and the Pegasus Knights just driving off these Orc Biggins. Grail Knights driving off the last few units, and I don't think we've lost anyone. The Knights Errant there took quite a lot of damage, but I think they'll be okay. And I think we're all right. I don't think we lost any units. Go us. Almost everyone lived. Okay, I didn't lose a Knights Errant or the Royal Pegasus Knights, so I'm going to take that. I'm also going to take the unique experience. Plus, stabbing orcs in the face should make everyone a little bit more disposed to me. Hopefully. You know, they'll see me stabbing orcs in the face and they'll think, huh, that's the kind of guy I want on my side. Which is what we need at the moment, because there's bugger all else. Right, Kazrak at least has some Minotaurs, which is a problem. Tim Minchin apparently got some missile resistance. Good job, Tim. Nice work there.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
Let's go and finish off.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Let's go and finish off this bastard.
You insult me.
No doubt he's going to turn around and run anyway, but we'll follow him and finish him off. What do I want to give? You know what? I'm going to give you Worshippers of the Grail, because I would like some more people. The Pilgrims, that's the one. Want some more of them, if we can. And you're going to get Blade Master because you don't have any units at the moment, so there's no point giving you anything else. You're going to run, you know, you're just guess you just sit there and die. Works for me. It works for me. Let's continue to stab you. Apparently Fay Enchantress Orcsbane. And also Gambler's Armour. And a Pigeon Plucker Pendant, which is, of course, complete rubbish. Now, I'm wondering if maybe...
Bloody humans!
Nope.
And the Praetorian flavour ones too! This ain't a good day!
Well, you're the one that... Well, I'm going to say you're the one that attacked me, but actually, it's actually more all the way round. I kind of attacked you, but still. Let's bring you... all of you down here. I probably should have given the Knights Errant to the Fay Enchantress, but it's a bit late to worry about that now. Public order should be getting better, but I don't know if we will manage to keep that city from rebelling. But we do have some more wine. That's look, we now got almost 2k a turn. Holy shit. I want to upgrade this because giving it walls will hopefully keep it safe from wood elf problems.
You stand before the king in the woods. Speak, and I shall consider your request.
Okay, well... Trespassers against Paravol, military acts against Clan Scryer, treaties with the wood elves, blah, 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 blah. Fine. For the moment, fine. I might have to do something about that, but at the moment... I don't really have the resources, so we're going to have to leave it. I'm guessing maybe we just go with more wine. Go with more wine. I think it might be more wine. Now I know there's some orcs around here somewhere, but I'm not overly concerned about them. What I am concerned about is Kazrak, so we need to deal with Kazrak. Looks like Marie has leveled up. Good job, Marie. I mean, I guess the transformation of Kadon, having a Manticore in your side is no bad thing, right?
What do you seek?
So we're going to Manticore on our side. I don't think we can get anything else, can we? No. We could get some Knights Errant if we pop over here, couldn't we?
You seek prophecy.
So actually, let's not. If we kind of head down this direction, we can pick up some Knights of not some Knights, more Knights Errant. Which would be good. I reckon some more Knights Errant would go down quite nicely. And
it shall be so.
I'm going to grab a unit of Peasant Mob just to try and help with the public order here a little bit. I'm not sure how a peasant, having a smelly bunch of unwashed peasants wandering around with their pitchforks, probably ooh-ahing and playing banjos and shit, would make things better, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Maybe people like the banjos. I don't know. Okay, we have a teensy problem. Now, obviously, we've got Kazrak here. Exactly. But we've also got one of these guys, the Ripper Horn tribe. They've definitely got a full stack around here somewhere. I just saw them go into their lair stance. So they're out there somewhere. Currently, we've got clear skies, so that's nice. We've got some more morale, which is going to help. Being raided, but yeah, well, that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but it's happening. Okay, public order here is fine. Public order here is not great. We need to do something about that if we can. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you down here. And we're going to recruit some knights errants. Just a couple of units, I think.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Louis, you're going to come down here. We're going to bring Tim down here as well.
Impossible.
Well, it's not really impossible, is it? You're generally fine. So
I will indulge you.
we'll do that. Do that. Okay, public order is dropping slower. It's not great, but it's, you know, slower. Once we've recruited our Knights Errant, what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can lure the Beastmen in. Now, what I'm concerned about is they might hit Castle Carcassonne, and they might be able to hit it immediately. Could be a bit of a problem. Could we? We cannot assault. We can just move this paladin down here. That might let us spot this army if they decide to try and head. I'm wondering if they'll head for Quenelles over there because it doesn't have walls to defend it. But I think we can lure them into an ambush using our ambush stance. Now, obviously, ambush stance is going to cost us some chivalry, but frankly, what the fuck do you want me to do? Just stand around and hope they charge? I mean, Beastmen are a pain in the arse to hunt down at the best of times. But not using ambush stance would be a pain in the arse, so to hell with chivalry, frankly. Chivalry can stuff it up its arse, because if it's got a better way of finding Beastmen, then I would like to hear it. Okay, a little bit of trouble. We're being raided, but worst of all, it looks like we're also under siege. And those Minotaurs mean business. So, at least we've got on some almshouses. The poor must be cared for just enough to ensure productivity. Fair enough.
Protector of the
Right,
realm.
we can't... I'm a little bit worried about... Okay, maybe we could go down this... Okay, if we do this.
I protect Bretonia.
So, where can Tim
My
get to?
reputation precedes me. Sallying forth.
Can we then reach... I don't think we can reach...
Fay Enchantress.
I think we're just going to have to
Lord.
keep moving, because if I want to reinforce Castle Carcassonne in one turn...
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Oh, shit, and I'm out of...
Lord and hero.
Thing is, I now have barely enough money coming in, so I think we're just going to have to leave it at that. What I am going to do, though, is get the Lords of Athel Loren, just to try and keep Dickhead over here just a little bit calmer. Just shoot him with tranquilizer. I assume that's what it is. It's just you just shoot Orion full of tranquilizers to chill him out a fucking bit. Because yeah, I don't need it, Orion. I just don't. I've got enough on my plate. I've got Minotaurs up my arse. Look at them all over the place. They're just crawling all over me. Oh, it's the worst. Okay, well, hopefully they don't decide to sack my city this turn. Fingers crossed.
Those who displease me do not live to tell of it.
Eventually, anyway. We're getting around to wiping out the people who, you know... Okay, well... Sure, why not? I mean, you know... I'm at war with everyone else. I may as well just start declaring war on random factions just for the giddying high it gives me. Okay, Kazrak's going over there. That's fine. There's another army of Kazrak over there. That's okay. Skoros Heartrender, of course. The Morty of the Beastmen faction. He's just going on an adventure. He doesn't want to, but he's just trailing around after Khazrak. Now, I'm hoping they don't attack the city, because if they attack the city, I'm a little bit screwed. Don't think there's even any point fighting it, because it doesn't really have any defences. They've got Minotaurs. They're going to fuck my shit up. Not even going to be close. They're going to swamp me with Ungors, and then tear my legs off with Minotaurs. You want a defensive alliance, and you're willing to pay me, I will accept it. No, no, thank you. Go on, piss off. Alright. Okay, good. Good. What we can do now is we can Call of Errantry Bretonia, you're raiding me, some things never fucking change. I wonder if you're are you going for old Alberic over there?
Ever ready.
Are you going for old Alberic? Right, what we can do is this. I don't think we... Oh, they get 70% chance over there. So, what... Okay.
Yes? Glory awaits.
So, we're going to move these two armies over here. We're going to put them in ambush stance.
If the lady wills
Now, only slight problem might be that they've probably got a few characters in this slot, and we might get spotted. But if we don't get spotted, then I'm feeling pretty positive. Pretty positive. I'm going to get... Let's get the tiller for the upkeep reduction, because the cheaper these units are, the better. Musalon doesn't have a bad garrison, but I don't really... Well, I mean, Khazrak's mostly got archers, which in some ways is actually quite bad, because those guys... Chasing down archers is literally the worst. We'll see if we can hunt down...
Protector of the realm.
Let's put
I will lead by example.
Tristan in this. I haven't done any renaming yet, and the reason for that is because I started off with a battle. And normally what I do is, before I start recording, I'll go around and I'll do some renames. But because I started with a battle, I can't do that, because obviously you have to fight the battle and then you're straight into the campaign afterwards. So as soon as this episode finishes, I'll go through and do some renames. Have no fear. Don't stress yourself. Don't worry your pretty little heads about it. It will get done. I haven't forgotten. It's mostly Ungors, isn't it? Mostly Ungors. If we can just maintain our ambush stance, I think Louis over there is the perfect bait. He looks like a delicious tin-wrapped popsicle to the Beastmen. They just look at him and they just start salivating. They just go, whoa, tasty man flesh. Tastes like chicken, allegedly. The fuck happened there? Oh. I forgot I could do that. Right. Okay, so what we're going to do... The plan is... we run like buggery. Off Louis goes. He's heading for the retreat line. Now, you can't retreat during an ambush, but if you are as close to the map border as possible, then when you do run away, the likelihood is you will escape. So Louis is going to stand here bravely as some Minotaurs head his way. Oof, that's not going to be good. Give him a... Oh, ow. Oh, God. Come on, Louis. Show him who's boss. Give him a good old... Give him a bop. Nice work. Okay, one Minotaur down. That's good work. I like that a lot. That's it. Keep smacking them. You are a little bit surrounded, but don't worry. This, these things happen. Just remember to run away. All right? Okay, so you're a little bit surrounded, taking quite a lot of damage now, but you have managed to take down a Minotaur. Leadership is dropping. Don't be a hero, Louis. There's no point dying to a whole horde of beastmen that rather rudely ambushed you when I was trying to ambush them. It's not supposed to work this way. Quite annoying. Okay, so technically he survived. So he can retreat. As can apparently the rest of my... Okay, we came out of ambush, but that's fine, because now Khazrak is right in our path. The only slight problem could potentially be if Khazrak and the Ripperhorn tribe are allied, and then I could be in a teensy bit of trouble. But assuming that's not the case, we should be okay. And we're about to find out whether that is the case.
I serve the Lady of the Lake.
For the moment, anyway. Military alliance. Sure, I'll take that. Oh, Louis. I lose more lords that way. Okay, they don't have a military alliance. Louis the Saviour, unfortunately, it's ironic. He was the saviour to many, but he couldn't save himself from being repeatedly ambushed by Beastmen. So there's that. But on the plus side, Chaos Stirs. Is that the plus? Oh, fuck. Okay. No problem. Right. Tristan. You're a specialist. Right. We're going to go... Right.
Protect Bretonia.
This is fine. This is absolutely bloody fine.
Going forth.
Right, let's take out Khazrak, because if we kill Khazrak, I believe the Fay Enchantress has the vow. Yes, defeat a Beastman Greenskin or Dark Elf Legendary Lord. Perfect. What about...
My reputation precedes me.
What do you have? You've already got... Oh, you've already got all of them. Okay, well, bully for you. Eyeliner and all the vows. Well... Aren't we an overachiever? You're running away? I don't bloody think so. You come back here, you little shit. You come back here. We've got Khazrak corners. That's right. Old One Eye. There he is. I do love the Beastmen. They're one of my favourite factions, so I... As much as I love them, they're also quite squishy. And quite nasty to fight, actually, because they are a pain in the ass to catch. So, we have both Tim and the Fay Enchantress's armies, which is good. We've got lots of knights here. This is probably the first battle we've actually got quite a few units of knights to play around with, which is nice. Including some Royal Pegasus knights and Tim over there, which is good. We've also got a Manticore, because why not? So Trebuchet doing some good damage against this blob of Ungors. Now we do have these Minotaurs. These Minotaurs are quite nasty. And I probably mess up here by using my Knights Errant against them. Because Minotaurs v Knights Errant really only goes one way. And it's not going to go the Knight Errant's way. However, we do have Tim and the Royal Pegasus Knights. They're going to hit these Minotaurs in the rear. They are anti-large units, and as you can see, the Minotaur's going to look at their health drop on those guys. Just absolute carnage. Just tore them to pieces. Very, very nice. The rest of our knights are just running down the Ungor archers. This is what I mean about these charges, right? So we're charging after them. They kind of catch up to them. They go, what the fuck was that? That wasn't a charge, was it? That was bollocks. Absolute garbage. Should be ashamed of yourselves. Makes me angry. Right, so the Grail Guardian's getting a little bit better there because you can see they're actually doing some damage, which is good because they're actually good. I don't even know if they get a charge bonus. I mean, that was okay. That guy, you, I like you. You are my favourite, all right? Because you actually did something. Please don't get carved up. You're surrounded a little bit. Oh, you're dead. Well. I guess that's maybe why you don't charge. I don't know. I mean, I feel like, you know, that should have been really one-sided. And it probably would have been had there actually been a charge. But as it is, these Ungor Raiders are only losing slightly. Whereas I feel like they should be losing quite a lot. Oh well, the Trebuchet's helping out against this unit of Gore Herd that are arriving. As for the rest of the army, well, Khazrak's now the only Beastman actually fighting, really. And the Fay Enchantress not even really bothering, just sort of like probably just trying to comb the Beastman blood out of her hair. It looks like Kazrak's off though. He's legging it. Off he goes. And the rest of the knight's now chasing down those Ungor raiders. Of course, because the army retreated once before, the army will be defeated at the end of the battle and be completely destroyed. Especially Kazrak, as he is filled with arrows. Bye, Kazrak. Excellent. Right. Oh, did we get a banner? Not Scarecrow banner, not Scarecrow banner, not Scarecrow banner. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. I could actually give that to the Grail Knights. That would give them more physical resistance, so they're even more tanky than before. Let's take the replenishment, because we could use that. And because we just killed Kazrak, Troth completed. That's right. And of course, the Fay Enchantress is now, of course, is Fear. I think she did already, and she's a warrior, apparently. Bretonians get some good traits. Do kind of need it, though.
You seek the lady?
I do. Well, kind of, anyway. So we've got upkeep greatly reduced for questing knights, more winds of magic, and more campaign movement range. Now we can go to the Troth of Virtue. So, defeat a legendary lord from the Warriors of Chaos. Okay. Kill 5 enemy lords in battle. Or raise 5 major settlements. I'm going to be honest. Kill 5 enemy lords in battle seems like the easiest one to do. I mean, defeat a legendary lord of Warrior of Chaos. That assumes that first, that Archaon spawned. Second of all, that you can get to him. I mean, once you get to him, it's pretty easy. But I feel like, just raising 5 major settlements is one, you're going to lose a settlement. And 2, it's a pain in the ass. Valor. Pledge of Valor, and that's going to give us the ability to have Grail Knights, Royal Pegasus Knights, Royal Hippogriff Knights, makes us basically unkillable, we are already, and gives us perfect vigor, but mostly it's just those Grail Knights would be quite nice to have.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Got a skill point, level 9 for the Fay Enchantress, very nice. Let's go with... yeah, I'm going to go with Worshippers of the Grail. I'm going to persevere with that one. And ideally, we probably want to get the Grail Chapel, don't we? So let's go for the Grail Shrine, and then we can get the Grail Chapel. That'll give us the ability to recruit more stuff, which is good. I don't know why you'd ever give Tim the virtue of empathy. I don't know why you'd want to empathise with horrible, smelly peasants. Ugh. Just the very thought makes you just, skin crawl. I'm going to give him Route Marcher, though. And right, we've got defences everywhere. How does Orion feel about us? Not you. You.
I am drawn to the nobility of your cause, Bretonian.
Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. He likes the fact that you've just been beating up Kazrak. And why wouldn't he? Just makes a lot of sense. What about you guys? Do you like me?
Then remove your vile taint from the hallowed halls of Athelloren.
Bit harsh. Also, you're talking to a hat stand. Okay, well, let's finish off Kazrak, because...
Lord of Bretonia.
Finishing off Kazrak feels pretty good. That's it. You can try running. You can try. You can try.
I am the Fae.
But you won't get away. Let's bop you. And we'll execute the lot of you. The bully lot of you. Right, we've got the Wardens of Montfort, which are fine, but I probably won't... Well, we'll Spider Banner. That's quite nice. That would be... Yeah.
Wishes the Grail.
A little Spider Banner. Some poison. That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? Pretty good indeed. So. Untainted? Nah. Income from farms in the local region? Nah. Control? Nah. That's all garbage. Bailiff? Nah. Nah. None of this. No, don't like it. Let's go with a large vigor loss reduction. Let's do that, because tired units are less effective units. And we're also going to get magical reserves, so let's do that.
Protector of the realm.
Now, what I am slightly concerned about is
You know who
potentially
I
getting jumped. After being ambushed, I'm a little bit skittish, to be honest, a little bit skittish. So we're going to actually, we're going to get Tim into the city, because if we get jumped, the last thing I think the Fay Enchantress's army should be able to deal with that. You at war with? He's not at war with the Wood Elves, but I think we'll be okay. Right, public order is getting better here all the time, which is great. Let's upgrade to a village, because that'll be useful. Otherwise, I think we're in a pretty good place. I'm a little bit worried about this Beastman army down here, just because they've got a couple of units of Minotaurs. But otherwise, that shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. But, yeah. I think we're okay. But then, of course, the Skaven are probably cleaning up down here, and we could find Skaven attacking us from underneath, nipping at our bottom, and that's the worst place to have Skaven, is nipping at your bottom. So we're going to have to deal with that, but that's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of the Fay Enchantress.